Hey everybody, JRS Kick here. Oh man, out in the rabbit barn, kind of real busy, but thought I'd do y'all a little video. Boy, how time flies. It's something. Most of the ones over on this side are my young does, my young tri-does, and a couple young Rex tri-does. I get a lot of people, especially on other forums where I put stuff that are trying to answer questions for me about my rabbits, and they say that I bred Rex into my New Zealands to get the color, and that is not true. I've never bred a Rex one time to my New Zealands. The reason being is that's totally different type of fur, so it'd take a long time to get it back out. So I was just going to put that on this video. If you'll watch way back on these videos 3 years ago, I'll kind of explain how I started, but it all started with a Harlequin doe that I thought was in New Zealand, but now I'm learning she was a Harlequin by color, and I bred her to red New Zealands, and just over time, this will be the 8th generation, the ones in the nest box. But these are our young does. These here are, quit mamas. These here are, no, this is an older doe. She's almost a year. This is a young doe next to her. She's 5 months. I wish they'd be better or still so you can see them. Actually, these two are younger than that. These are my two youngest one. This one here and then the black and white. I'm kind of talking to myself, so bear with me. This one here has very minimal black, and then her sister's right here, which is much prettier, and she has more black on her. If the wire would quit. This is a 7-month-old now, Harlequin, and she just lost her first litter, and I could swear I have the date right, but she had babies at like 23 days, so that's impossible, so I did something wrong. So I don't know. I had 3 that messed up on having babies. 2 of them, it was their fault. This doe here, I don't know if it was her fault or not. On all these new does, I'll give them a second try. They're not very good on their first time on some of them. This is a standard Rex doe I kept. I'll show you her sister a little bit further down. But there's just 2 standard Rex does I kept. And then I have 3 older Rex does and then 1 Rex buck. Mainly have the New Zealands because I'm trying to get it. All right, these next 3 are sisters, and it's crazy how they're so different. This one has like a blanket one. These are all almost 5 months old. And then, of course, you have the magpie that thinks she's all that moo mama. And it's kind of sad. I've pretty much, by breeding the tries to each other, I've pretty much gotten rid of the magpie. So that's why I kept her, because they're so pretty rabbits. But me breeding tries to the red New Zealands and tries to tries, I'm getting rid of the magpie, which is kind of sad. But for me to get good tries, I need the magpie out. And then this is the 3rd sister, which I'm trying not to make y'all sick. But see how the black is there, and then there's a lot of it, but it's not very dark. Then this one here, look how dark that one is. She's probably my favorite of the 3. Her black is black, and that's it's nice. It's really nice. If you watch the other, and I'm getting confused if I put it on Facebook or on YouTube, but I bred one of these 1-year-old tries. I'm going to turn slowly to an experimental pedigreed white buck over here. And so it was a tri-doe with a pedigreed white buck, and I got 4, and I kept 2 of them. One is this black and white doe, and then I have a solid black buck I kept over there to see if I could breed him back to pull out some of the darker black. This is one of my older Rex does, don't really care. This is an experimental doe. This doe has a bad eye, and I've heard other people complain about it too. She's had it her whole life. It never passes to anybody else. So I'm doing some different remedies and medicines, see if I can clear it up, because I've had a couple in the past, and usually before they get this age, I just hit them in the head. I haven't found a cure, but I thought since I can, and it's a free country still, I'm going to see if I can fix it for future litters, because it'll be rough in the future to have a nice, beautiful try and have to put it down because I can't fix the eye. Let's see here. We go down this side. This is the biggest of my young does. She's only, I call her cut ear. She has a bad ear, and I don't know how it happened. See that ear right there? But she's the prettiest of my 7-month-old. And I'm looking forward to see what she has. And then another one that's not quite as big as her. Oh, can't see with the cage. All right. And then any Harlequin that I show you will be bred to my tri-buck I'm about to show you. And then any of the tries will be bred to Big Boy here. Yeah. Pedigreed red. I forget his register name and everything. But he's a big boy, and he's what I need. I need to get more depth and size on him. So he should do that. Next we have what I thought was a doe is a buck. And so I'll be selling him. He's the same age as those does I was showing you. He's 6-7 months. And then we have a foo-foo line head here that's sold. And I just had a few line heads to raise for the Easter season. Matter of fact, there's a little line head litter right here that'll be ready in a week. Yeah. But on this side, let me see here. Old Grandma Harley. She's one of my older ewes. I bet she's 2.5 now, but she's big bodied. So I bred her to my tri-buck. Just not a good doe. She's in New Zealand. She was actually out of a magpie. Her sister was a magpie, and but I just use her for mixed babies. This is an older doe. Conditioning, really, I haven't bred her back because the conditioning, she doesn't have any good conditioning anymore. Just had too many babies, so I'm giving her some time off. But she's one of my first tries, and you can see how the minimal try she had. She's not a Charlie, but she didn't have much try on her. Another just foo-foo bunny, another line head. She's a good mama. Just a young doe I'm not going to keep. She's not getting big enough. Here's another older of my good does. Her mama was my first tri doe, and her daddy was Red, that red buck I always let run around on the ground. And had a nice baby. And this is the mom out of 4 or 5 of those tries I showed you to begin with. I bred her to my last tri-buck that died, and got those girls. And so, but isn't she beautiful? And she's just a broken red out of a tri and out of a solid red. Here's the other Standard Rex doe. You can't see her, but I really don't care. I love the Standard Rex, but I'm more into the New Zealand. Here's that buck who has hair everywhere. Move over there so they can see. He's out of that solid white buck and a tri doe. Go on, go to the other side. There you go. Yeah. And then we have my breeder tri buck right now, which is this 8-month-old right here. Yeah, he has the best conformation out of what I have now till I get another one. Yeah. All right, and then just a quick on the other bucks. This is just a white buck that I'm not even breeding anymore. I'm going to find him a new home. I found out what I wanted to, that I didn't like breeding the white to the different colors. Here's a line head buck of some sort that I use to cross when I need pet bunnies. And he's a funny rabbit. He has a lot of character. The line heads are so funny rabbits. They are really funny. Here is my Standard Rex buck. He's a dark Harlequin, and he's throwing some pretty color on his babies. And this is another young tri. Yep, another young tri buck that I'll be selling. All right, I think that's everything except for in the barn. There's some babies in the barn, but they're not big enough to actually see yet. As soon as they get out of the box and I can show y'all what they look like, I will. You'll have a great day. Goodbye.